Hey friends, welcome to Tips by Anil, and in this video we will learn how we can log in with Facebook using ASP.NET Web API and how we can authenticate ASP.NET Web API means authorized Web API using Facebook login. So in my previous video I already told you how we can log in with Google and how we can authorize ASP.NET Web API using Google login. Okay, so let's move on first ASP.NET Web API. So here I already told in my previous video we have just created a button btn login, and here we have provided this URL. So if you didn't watch my previous video, then before proceeding watch first. Okay, so this is the basically login.html page I have created in my previous video, and in this video I will add only a second button over here, login with Facebook. Okay, now here btn Facebook login. Okay, so I'll paste over here and I will copy this section and paste over here. So Facebook login, cool. So I have to change this URL also. So what will be our URL and how we will change it, I will let you know step by step. So first we have to create a app. So here console.facebook developer.facebook.com. So from here I created a app. Okay, so I already logged in with my Facebook. So here you can see I have two apps, Anipra and Test app. So if you want to create a app, just click on create app button and here provide the display name. Suppose I'm providing tips by Anil and create app ID. Okay, so click on I'm not robot, click on submit, and the app ID is going to create it. Yes, the app ID has been created. Okay, so from here go in setting. From here first add a product. So in add a product we have to log in with Facebook. Click on setup. So we are going to create for web. So here we will provide the URL for our local host. Click on save button. Click on continue. Okay, click on next button and click on next. Click on next. So it will give you the quick overview also how you can log in with Facebook. Now go in setting. Okay, so now go on dashboard and here you can see your app ID. Okay, click to copy the app ID and go in your web API, and in app.start we have to paste startup.auth. We have to type our app ID. Okay, we have to stop our application. So I will comment out this and uncomment this. So here I will type, and in the app secret, from where you will get the app secret, go in basic, and here you can see the app ID and app secret. Click on show. So it will ask you the password. So copy this app secret and paste over here. Okay. Now here I already told in my previous video I have created a login.html page. So you have to just move on provider. In application auth provider, you have to copy the URL of this page. So this is our localhost of our web API and slash login.html. Okay. Now run the application. Okay. Open the duplicate tab. So here what we have to call, we will call a method that is defined. I typed on notepad already. So we will call external logins method. This external login is already available in our web API. So this is the get type request. Here you can see get type API slash account slash external and return URL and generate state equals to true. So what we have to type the return URL, we have a return URL over here. This is our return URL. Okay. So account controller, this is the complete URL. I already typed over here. You can see, and this is our redirect URL. Okay. And generate state equals to true. Now I will paste it on the browser. So once you will paste it on the browser, you will get two arrays. First for Google and second for Facebook. Why you are getting two arrays only? Because in the startup auth, you have only uncommented the Facebook and the Google authentication. Okay, but once you will uncomment Microsoft authentication or Twitter authentication, you will get four arrays. Okay, so this string, this is basically JSON data. So I will convert JSON to XML convert. I will paste over here. Click on convert JSON to XML. So once you will click, you will get the XML format. So in the XML format, we can better understand because here you can see the Google and here you can see the Facebook properties. So I will pick this URL. And I will paste on my notepad. And this is our base URL. So I will copy the base URL here. Okay. Now I will hit on the browser. So first I have to log out from my Facebook. So first I will log out, or either I can use the private window also. First I have to close all the private windows. This is also private window. So it will redirect you on Facebook login. Once I will click on the login button, so here in the database also I will let you know I will remove all the entries. Okay, please confirm your identity. log in with your Google account at Pro, login with another phone number. iOS. Okay, continue. My iOS device. My internet is little bit slow. I will log out it, and I want to paste that is string again. Okay, so in SQL Server, I already told you we don't have any user. Okay, and in the ASP.NET user login, also we don't have any provider name. Okay, I'll just click on the login button. So the once it will ask you Tipsy Anil will receive, because Tipsy Anil is our app that we have created. Okay, and once I click on continuous as a Anil, it will generate a token, and using this token user will be registered in our database. Okay, so here you can see the user has been registered, login provider is equals to Facebook, and here you can see anilcareer.b.tech is my Gmail ID and has been registered. Okay, so now we got this token. So basically, what is this token and what was the another one will differentiate you. This URL. Now I will copy this token, okay, and we'll move on Postman and type over here. So once you will click on send button, it will say Anil Gangwar has registered equals to false. So this token is generated by the Facebook, and using this token you cannot log in, you cannot authorize your web API. So once the user has been registered, again you will hit this URL again. So once you will hit this URL again, then your web API will generate another token from the existing user that the user is already registered from the Facebook. Using that identity user, web API will give us the another token, and using that token we can authenticate our user. Okay, cool. You can see the database is also came over here. Sorry, data table. Now I will type this here, copy this token, and in the Postman, if I'll provide this token, now I will click on send button. I'm typing something different. Yeah, W. Yes, now you can see anilcareer.b.tag@gmail.com, the hash registered equals to true. Okay, so here we have another authorized web API. So I'll show you where is our authorized web API. So go in controller, and in the plant packages controller you can see we have a authorized web API. Okay, so this web API we want to access, we want to authorize this. Okay, so if I will authorize this web API using the Facebook token, it will not allow to authorize. Let me check it first. Here you can see authorize has been denied for this request because this is the token that has been generated by the Facebook. Okay, but using this Facebook token, we have registered our user in the database, and using which method we have registered the user, I'll show you. This is the method. Using this method, the user has been registered. Okay. Now, if I'll use this bearer token, then we can authorize our web API, because this token is generated by the our web API. It checked if the user is already available, then please generate the token to authorize the web API. Okay. Now I will copy this token and paste over here and click on send button. Here you can see we can get the record. Okay, so how we can create the controller and how we are getting the data, I already told in my previous video. And this web API is basically connected with a database, and in database we have few information over here. Okay, these all are the records that we are getting over here. Okay, so the same thing, whatever we have did on the browser and whatever we have did on the Postman, we will try using the jQuery. Okay, so in the login.html we have created a button. Same way we have created this button, and in the same way we have created this button as well. Okay, so we have to replace this URL now. So we will replace this URL by Google URL. Cool. And now just refresh the page. Now click on the login with Facebook. Let me log out it. Localhost / login HTML. Okay, now if I will click on login with Facebook, then obviously it will redirect on Facebook, and once I will click on the login button, then it will generate a token for us. Again it's asking for identity. Oh my god. Approve login in my computer. Continue. here, and here we can get the record. Okay, so we have already logged in actually, so that's why it's didn't give us the option to log in with Facebook. Okay, so let's debug this code and we'll let you know step by steps what we are doing here. Okay, so first, if I'll click on the login with Facebook button, what will happen? I will log out. Okay, click on login with Facebook. First, it will come on this URL. That URL we have pasted over here. Now, my god, we can use this browser here. Log out of Facebook, localhost slash login.html. Click on login with Facebook. So first, it will come in this click function. I'll press F8. Then it will redirect to Facebook login. Okay, and we have already logged in the Facebook. Then here it will come in get access token. So we are just press the F10, and this token is generated by the Facebook, and using this token we will only register the user. Okay, so I will just remove this user, otherwise it will jump that method to register the user. Okay, if I'll remove this, then it will automatically be deleted. Now press the F10, and this method will check is the user registered, and here we are passing the access token. Okay, now press the F11, and in the F11 here we are calling another web API, user info, the same web API we have called over here. Okay, user info, we are checking that user is available, user is registered or not registered. Okay, so here this is the Facebook generated token again, and it will return us that user is not registered. So from this method, sign up external user, and we are passing the token that is provided by the Facebook, and we will register our user. Okay, and here finally we got the token, and using the token we also got the data here. Okay, so here you can see we have first click on this button, and once this button is redirect, then using this method get access token we are accessing the token. Okay, then we are checking is user registered. No, user is not registered. Then it will come in this part, sign up external user. So we will first sign up the user from this register external method. So here you can see the register external method, register external. Okay, using this method we are accessing the we are inserting the user. Okay, and after that, once the user is registered, again it will generate a token, and using that token we will get the data from our web API. So if you want to put a debugger over here also, then we can see how this data is, how this debugger is coming over here also. Okay, so once I will hit it using the postman, then also it will hit this web API. Here you can see. Okay, and the same way, if I will hit using the using my page, then also it will hit. So from beginning we have to just start. So it will store the data in the memory. So we have to delete this token first. Okay, we have deleted the token. Now I will run it again. And click on login with Facebook. Here you can see the debugger has been come. Okay, so from here we are getting the data, and now finally we got the data. Okay, so I hope you like my video, and if you like my video then please subscribe my channel, and the text of this video I will share on my blog. So whatever code I used over here, the code I will send in the post. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.